Hello everybody, this is Trina. I am going to go ahead and get started on this workshop kit. It is the Oh My Heart from Close to My Heart, and it is very, very Valentine's themed. So if you don't know about this kit, you get all of the paper and product to do one single page layout, one double page layout, and 40 cards. After cutting everything out, I still have quite a bit of paper left. It's like altogether it's a few, like 3 sheets, partial sheets of the pattern paper, and then a whole bunch of scraps. And honestly, you can make so many more of these cards or cards of your own because the cards are only 3x4. Each of the cards are 3x4. You can make them into regular size if you wanted to. You can do pretty much these cards and then just do a white border around the outside if you wanted to, or whatever color card border you wanted to do. So my printer did not print this very well. It's having issues, like real issues. So I have over here on my side, I've got my phone that has the image of it from online, so I can see what the actual colors and things are. So yeah. If all else fails and your printer doesn't work, you can definitely use that as a guide. This kit also comes with the stamp set if you purchase the whole kit together. You can purchase all of it separately, so I really love that as well if you want. If you don't want the stamp set, or if you just want the stamp set, or whatever works for you. The 40 cards I have divvied up in these little pouches. I love these pouches because I can reuse them. So I did an extra card because I had a couple of the stickers left over, so I just pulled in an extra card. But as you can see, I numbered them so that I know which ones are which. And of course my numbering is off because project number 1 is the layout, so they start with the layouts. So my project number 1 here is going to actually be like project number 3 or 2 on the in the instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the layout. Since I haven't done a layout in quite a while, I have gone ahead and marked this. If you want to see kind of how I went through the like cutting and prepping process, I will leave the link in the description box below for my previous video. Let's see, project left page and right page. Okay, so that would be this one then. Okay, so I didn't mark those ones, so, and then this is the next one, I believe. Yes, my heart. Okay, so I did a quick show of the little package of envelopes that come for the cards. They are adorable. I'm not starting the cards yet, but I will be. But the little envelopes are so cute. They are so cute. You can definitely make your own envelopes if you wanted to, but you don't have to. So there was a spare, see, I talk with my hands. Look at that. I was talking for this video for about like a third of the video, and then I was like, then it got to where I was concentrating and I was being quiet and I wasn't talking. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to fast forward through most of this and talk through it. So this layout goes crazy. Like it does not do what I expected it to do. I was just going off of the instructions and I was just going to make it go like that, and then I was just like, I changed it. I definitely changed it. So the little heart that I was showing you was just an extra sticker that was part of the leftover stickers, and I decided to go ahead and use that in this particular layout. So I already have the stamp set prepped and ready, and I'm just trying to show you that I'm keeping that towards the bottom, and then I push that all the way down to the bottom, and then I put the stamp set on it right in the middle of the paper where I want it to be, and then when you bring that hinge down, it sticks to the plastic and then it doesn't move. And so you can you know that it is going to be in the right spot every time. So then all you have to do is stamp it and then move it. And you just kind of want to move it to where you're getting almost the same exact like width between the two hearts, the end heart and the beginning heart of the strip, like that. And then you just continue on and you just keep going. It makes it so much easier to do that. So but yeah, this is pretty easy. I have not done the second one yet, but I am working on it. Right now the kids are home on the weekend, so I want to go ahead and do this voiceover. If you hear music in the background, it is Just Dance. I purchased a full year of the, what is that? Full year of the Unlimited collection, and oh, I love it. So I'm excited about that. The kids are excited about that, so they're out there playing it. So lots of songs to dance to, and there is my strip with the hearts. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there, right in that spot, because the second layout has a strip the exact same size that needs hearts. So I don't know if it's going to turn out the exact same way, but we'll see. It definitely won't turn out the same way that this one turns out. You'll see what I mean. It is quite interesting how this one actually got all changed up. Now, when you go to put that XOXO strip on there, you want to make sure that it's not OXOX. Make sure it's flipped around the right way. And then I was talking about how you can change it up a little bit and add like a black strip in there. If you wanted to, I was thinking about using my black and white striped ribbon bows from Close to My Heart, and I thought it would look really cute on this layout, but I honestly didn't end up using that, but I did end up using black. So my daughter says, "Oh, it looks like Mickey Mouse," and I'm just like, it doesn't look like Mickey Mouse to me. It has hearts everywhere, and XOXO and bows, that's not Mickey Mouse. So now the bows could play for a Minnie Mouse, but not so much. So once I got the black on there, it totally could have brought in the bow, but it ended up being too busy, so I didn't want to add the bow. First I forgot, and then I went back and I was like, wait a minute, is that what, it was just ended up too busy. So I showed you my picture of my husband and I at his Christmas party, and I was like, I don't really have like Valentine's photos, but I do have this photo, and it's just recent, and it's printed already, and it's black and white, so yay, it was perfect. I also showed you, that is actually where I got the inspiration for adding the black, because I knew that I had a black and white photo and I have a color photo, but the color photo has purple in it, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do the black and white photo, and then I'm going to bring some black in to balance the photo so it's not like stark contrast. And so then I was like, I might try that. So I did. And then I showed you guys my snack, which does not look like very good on here, but it was a plate of, it's like a peanut butter chocolate fudge. I'm going to call it fudge. It's actually like, my daughter makes like Reese's peanut butter cups, homemade ones, and this one just ended up, she ran out of the little paper cups to put them in, so she just ended up like mixing it up in the bowl and sticking it in the fridge and putting the lid on it, and I've been dipping in it with a ice cream scoop. So that's what that was. I'm just gonna call it chocolate peanut butter fudge, because it's delicious like that. But it is so good. I don't even know what the recipe is, or where I think she got it on Pinterest. I'm not sure. It's on her phone somewhere. But she's our little baker. She likes to bake. She likes to make candy. She's our like a dessertier. She just likes desserts of all sorts. So she's made those recently since we really like them, and she knows how to do it. So And I think I've gained about 10 pounds from it. It's so bad. It's so bad. So good, but so bad. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go on a little wee little diet there, and then I'm just gonna add these on here, and I'm leaving the black. And I don't just leave it black. So when I added that on there, it just kind of scooted over just a touch, and I was like, that is not okay. I don't like the white strip on the side, so I readjusted it. And then I'm going to go ahead and go through the bottom. And really, I am just paying attention to what it looks like. I kind of already know, oh, this part. Yes, this part. This is rough. Like, I don't even know how much I leave in here, but I could barely get that out because it dried. I think when there's a lot of air inside of the container, it's bad. It's just bad. So I struggle with this for a little bit. But I'm not going to make you sit and watch all of that because it literally took me, I mean, I ruined my pen and it literally took me forever to get this thing to work. So then I was able to do part of it, and then it just stopped working again, and it was just, I don't know, it was a mess, and it drove me nuts, but I got it on. I got it on there. Yay. And when I lay that down, I just kind of like scoot it down, butt it up against the top part. Same with all of these. As you adhere it, you just kind of make sure you start at one end and pop it down, or like pull it down to the top of the bottom piece there, lower piece. This is a great way to add color. You can do this same type of layout with so many different patterns of paper. I mean, your scraps are great for this kind of thing. It's great. It's a very easy layout to do. So I was just double checking that photo, excuse me, that photo was a true by 4x6, and it is. So I decided to cut it with well, it's like a 16th inch border once you just add the 1/8 inch on, and balance it in between. So I went ahead and did that, and as you can see, instead of a vertical photo, I have a horizontal photo, and so I just end up working with that. And this all kind of just goes in a totally different direction than the layout shows. So I love how it turned out. I mean, I am very excited about this particular one, but so I'm going to keep this for the most part. I mean, the layout is going to be fairly the same. I'm just adding black, and then I do add up and changing the orientation of the photo. I am going to add black splatters, and I was like, I want to use my ink pads, but I don't think the black ink pads that I have are going to work for that. So that's when I decided, you know what, I'm just going to dig in and get oh, I tried this, and it was dried up, so that didn't work. And then after that, I was just like, dig through my bin. I didn't want to sit it on top because I didn't want to scratch the white. I didn't want to get anything on the white, so I pulled out my watercolors, add some water to the black, and then find a nice round brush. The round brush holds more of the ink, and it works pretty well that way. So I kind of want to imagine where I'm going to put the the picture, and then I'm going to just kind of put my splatters around that. I could have laid that on there and then laid the photo on there and then laid something on top of the photo, but I don't know. I just decided to kind of wing it. And I wanted to make sure that the title is, included in the splatters, that I'm not just doing the photo, that there's some splatters around the title as well. And so I just kind of made it a little bit of a wider arc. And then, of course, I go ahead and heat dry, my page, all of the little splatters. And sorry about that. These, the heat curls my paper, but it's not, it's like, it's totally flat now, so it's not like it makes a mess of anything or anything like that. And here, I'm just trying to make sure that I have all of them dry because I really, really, really do not want any of them like smudging. So I definitely, spent a little extra time making sure that each one was dry. I even tested it with my finger because I really didn't want to mess it up. Um, of course, you could just take, as long as you have some more white cardstock, you can definitely take your stripes off, but I just didn't want to have to do that, so I didn't want to take the chance. Now, I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want my photo. I think I've decided on that, and then You Stole My Heart. I decided I'm going to pop it up on foam. So I'm trimming my foam into little tiny strips. Scooting that over. And the cutter just cuts it perfectly. And then I'm going to cut an extra small piece. Now this does take me a while. I do pull each of these letters off, put some adhesive on the back, and then put each one back on the carrier sheet. And I don't think I make you watch all this. I think I do a like down to the S, and then I fast forward through that, but it does give it dimension, and it actually looks really nice. Now, this cue, I watched a gal, wow, that sounds old. I watched a lady trim these strips. She was doing a shaker card, and she trimmed almost all the way through the strip, but not quite. And she was able to keep them connected so that she wasn't just like cutting it all the way. And then she was able to bend that strip perfectly. And then she could just peel the back off, and it's just like so nice. And so anything that I had a curve on that I needed to curve, I did that, and it was so much easier. So one of these times I'll have to show you exactly what I mean by that. Like if you have a curve that goes from left, curves out, up, and then it curves over to the left again, or curves out from the right, or from the left to the right, up, and then back to the left. Okay, that's confusing. Anyways, you can clip on the outside of your adhesive, and it will curve that same direction. So it's definitely a tip or trick that is useful. Might have to do a little trick video for that. Tip video. So I'm trying to go ahead and use that. See how that works? And it just goes around perfectly. I was like, sweet. Now this one I got confused and I didn't do the right side. So then what I did was I did in between where I clipped on the other side. So it was kind of like a zigzag, but it worked. It definitely, without cutting, the piece all the way up. So, and see, you could just pull it all off at once, which I thought was amazing. Definitely saves time. So evidently I'm going to do the T as well. One of these times I'll shut this off. I don't know that I do all of them. Oh, looks like I'm going to do all of them. Maybe I'll just pause it and fast forward it for you guys. Okay, so I fast forwarded through it for you guys, and now I'm going ahead and doing the heart. And that was the easiest one. Really easy. Because I was able to use large pieces. So yeah, that is gonna be my title. It won't have the white background. It will be just on the thing. So then I was like, I wonder what I could put on the black to add some like shine, because like my photo is very shiny. So I was trying to think, what could I use? And so I was thinking I've got fuzzy black ribbon but I had enough to go around along one of the black pieces, but not both. So I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. So then I was like, well, what about this black sequin? I don't even know where I got it from. I think maybe the Dollar Tree. Long, 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 long time ago. I don't know. Um, it's been a long time. So I do actually add this on both black strips with my liquid adhesive, and my liquid adhesive actually works, so yay! That's awesome. Some of the parts actually get a little bit of a extra smudge, but and then of course I have to add on the little piece that pops off the end. I gotta make it look right, because otherwise it drives me nuts. There we go. So you can kind of see how it gives just a lot of shine. It's not like overbearing shine, but it is definitely shine. And then I just go ahead and lather on the liquid glass. Lather on the liquid glass and stick on the sequins. Clean up any extra adhesive that I need to clean up. Like so. I'm trying to make sure that like my sequins are kind of in the center of my black strip. I didn't really want them to be I didn't really want them to be, what is the word? What is the word? Crooked. Yeah, crooked and me don't do well. Not photos, the photo mats, those I can handle crooked, because I've seen it done before and I enjoy what it looks like. But I don't like crooked sequins if it's supposed to be in a straight line. So that is it so far. And then, ta-da! I am back. My video was running out. I had like 6 minutes left, and so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and just continue on. I think I could have even added a couple of more, like did a group of 5 or 7 of those hearts. They don't end up staying pink. They do technically, but you don't see them as pink once the final layout is done. And so you'll see what I do to cause that to happen. But that looks so upside down. I'm so used to the small part of the curve being, up on the top, not the bottom. So I'm trying to make sure that this will all fit and that it all looks nice. And I like how that gave it some dimension. And then for the most part, like I'm adding the same, like all of the same stuff to this layout. The only thing that I'm doing different is that obviously the photo mat and the black. And then I do actually add the splatters, and then I'm not sure what I'm doing at the moment. I do add some bling. Now this bling that I will be adding soon is, I think it's Recollections. I could swear it's Recollections, but I'm not entirely certain. But it pulled out the color of the glacier perfectly, so that was exciting. Yeah. And now I'm going to be taking my silver stickles from close to my heart and taking those little hearts and making them sparkly. Yay! So like I said, the pink kind of goes away and I end up with some silver sparkly hearts. And that one I messed up, and one of the things you can do is just wipe it off.
So I also decided to add a third one down here. I'm tapping the back so it gets like the spiky parts off. Um, but yeah, adding a third heart down there, and then I'm going to add some bling just because it just kind of needs it. And I'm trying not to get my hands in the stickles because it's not dry yet. So that is, tricky for me. And I think I moved something around up here, but I can't remember. It just feels like there needs to be, something moved. And I go through and I trim all of these because I don't know. I like having them prepped. I don't like having to fight with them each time. I was having to stick my fingernail through the glue and then pull on them. So technically they're like strips. And I definitely could have used a strip of, bling, but I didn't. I did not. I did not. But yeah, I moved these around a little bit, and then for the most part, I'm done.
Okay, so you can clearly see from this layout that it is not, I did not follow the exact instructions, right? Because this is the layout here. And then this is my completed layout. And as you can tell, I added the black. I added some of these, I don't know what brand they are. I think they're either Recollections or possibly the Hobby Lobby brand, but they are like, so this is the color Glacier and this is the Hobby Lobby brand. And oh my goodness, I'll tell you what, they match so well. I opened my drawer, I was like, those are perfect. So I went ahead and did that since I already have the black splatters. You could definitely have used like the black dots. I'm not sure if I have any readily available. Oh, those are not them. Yeah, I don't have them. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. So I could have used these, the black and white dots, and done some splatters there, but I figured since I already have the black splatters, I don't really want to add more black. So, to me, these, having this glacier color here, I wanted to kind of, pull that color forward too, so that it was all throughout there. So this is going to be my completed layout. I think I might do some journaling right down here or maybe up here in this corner. I don't know. Yeah, it's one or the other. Somewhere in there. Or I might just even put it on the back because I do like how this looks. So, yeah, this is my completed layout. Instead of doing a 2-page together layout, I'm going to do 2 single pages, and so it will be very interesting to see how this turns out for my second layout. Let me see if I can get this up here for you guys so you can see it. So this is the 2-page layout. Okay, that's going to be kind of hard to see. So this is the 2-page layout here. This is the one I just did, this side here, the left side, and then I'm going to be doing the right hand side. So we will see exactly how I'm going to change that up. Not exactly sure, but I just, like, an idea popped in my head, and it's not going to look like this, but I will still use the same or similar pieces because I have them in my kit already. So that is one thing that you can do, is if you have an idea or you have something that you want to use for these, you don't have to do exactly what the instructions say. You can, of course, and they turn out great, but you can change them up. And lately I've been just to kind of follow the instruction, get it done, but I don't know, I guess I was inspired by my photo. I'm so glad he brought these home yesterday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and it helps you guys kind of step out of the box a little bit, or even enjoy what you have going on in the box. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and like and subscribe if you want to. And I'll leave all the links in the description box below. This will be this collection, what is it? Oh, my heart collection will be available until the end of February. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.